Your farm good whatever time it is. This is the Takeout podcast, and I'm your host Larry Ogeda, aka Ogash. Now, Happy New Year! It's yet another year, 2025 to be precise. Hey, you guys, time is really flying. Yay! And the date today is soft, and man, I had so many plans for you this January, but life has just happened. But all the same, thank you for watching and keeping up to date with the Takeout podcast. Now, housekeeping. Guys, 95% of you are watching the channel and you haven't subscribed. Now, tell you what, I know people with their channels keep saying subscribe. As you subscribe, it helps in so many things. It helps us create more content that is tailor-made for you. Yeah. So it helps us organize things according to the numbers that we have. Yeah. And it helps us a long way in at least because truly speaking, there's a lot of investment that has gone into this happening. So I'm hoping that we can partner together because it's tough, yeah. So like subscribing allows us to at least get a return on our investment, yeah. And yeah, just if you're able to subscribe, it really helps in a big way. Yeah, so anyway, I know I've started by ask, but I want to thank you guys for coming through last year as I started the podcast. It was a tough journey, but we went over and above what we could do. And this year we'll do even better. Yeah. Forgive the background noise, but I look into it. But all the same, we have to do what we have to do. So I know there are some of you who want to dive into the sphere of the media sphere by the channel as it is right now. Don't even think twice about it. If you're planning to do something of the same stature, just start. As you start, you will learn so many things. I can tell you it's a crazy learning curve. I've been at it for 4 months, and I can tell you from it's not a walk in the park, and it's just about learning, unlearning, relearning. And yeah, as time goes, you'll be better. And as you can see, you can tell if you watch the first video and this specific video, you'd see that there is a move from down to up. Yeah, there's a change in voice, there's a change in the cameras, even the sound and all that. And it's just because we have been learning as we move. Yeah. Yeah, so last year we ended on a high note. Courtesy of the Takeout Fellowship. Thank you guys for coming out in large numbers, for pushing it, and for at least allowing others to come and feed on what we have been feeding on. And yeah, it was just an awesome time. We had Chiku, she was talking about singlehood. Yes, not singlehood, singlehood. And then there was Raquel, she was talking about food, yeah. And when we posting those videos as time comes, slowly binge watch on them, and I'm sure there'll be a blessing in it, yeah. So during the fellowship, the basis of the fellowship was based on the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 28. and I'd like to read it. I know I'll be looking at this sometimes, but allow me to just read it so that you can understand what we were talking about. Then God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, govern it, reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and all the animals that are on the ground." So for me, this had a deeper meaning because for me, fruitfulness is just increasing in number. Yeah. And then subduing was just stewardship. Yeah. And then ruling was just a partnership with God to get to the purpose of what you were to do. And this you can use it in your business, in your studies. Yeah. It's a guiding principle. Yeah. Hey, so we are still on the spheres. I know I'm getting into these things, but Genesis 1:28 can work in all these spheres. Yeah. All the spheres of influence, all other mountains. Yeah. And guys, these mountains are not a walk in the park. Getting to them is tough. But yes, they have to be occupied. It may take time, but finally we will get there. Yeah, finally we will get there. So, as I keep saying, there are seven spheres of influence, and one is family, another is religion, another is education, another is governance, another is media, another is arts and entertainment, then business and economics. Guys, all these things we have to occupy. But before we get there, there are few things that I feel that we should be looking at because I believe charity begins at home. So where you are you a leader to yourself? Yeah. So as I move this year, I will at least do something in line with a book I've been reading or a chapter that has really made sense to me. And it says in Mark 12:30, "And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength." And still is a deeper meaning. Yeah. The heart is just the emotion, the desire to know God. Then the soul is the inner being committed to God. And then there's the mind, the intellect, the thought patterns that you have, yeah. And then there's the strength, which signifies the body, yeah. And all these things work in tandem, yeah. The body, the mind, and the spirit are integrated. And I know the body sometimes complicates things, or the mind complicates things, but if you seek integration in this parts of your life, you'll be integrated in a way that you will be able to penetrate through these spheres. Yeah. Um, in the words of Nelson Mandela, he says, "It always seems impossible until it's done." Yeah. And you're firm. If we work together, we can do it. Yeah. And it is important that we do occupy these spheres so that we bring about the godly culture. Yeah. So as you know, the basis of the podcast is to learn and learn and relearn. So yeah, so watch out for this year. It's gonna be epic. So I was talking about an event I'm planning to do. First I want to thank God for allowing me to have a team that will help me bring about that event. And we'll be partnering with ministries and people in different angles of their thought patterns and all and what they do on a daily basis. So the event will be about the integration of the body, the mind, and the spirit. Yeah, so that will be the basis of the event. it's dubbed the Play Day. Now, the Play Day will have so much, guys. I can't wait. For the mind, we shall be looking at books, we shall be looking at chess, we shall be looking at Scrabble, we shall be looking at Ludo, and all these things we'll be doing in an environment that will just be good for us. Then there is going to be the spirit where we read the word, and then the body exercise, guys, fitness. I can't wait for this event to happen. It will be called a Play Day. I will talk about the details as we move. It will be somewhere in February or March, but high stakes are that it's gonna be in February. So I'm hoping you can plug in and let's have God together. Yeah, let's have God together. It will be epic. There will be music, food. Definitely, I think there will be an entrance fee because, guys, it's tough. Anything to do with events is crazy. There are so many overheads and all that. So, yeah, come in, let's partner. This is gonna be epic, 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 epic. I can't wait for it. Yeah. Hey, anyway, I end it with fun. Occupy your sphere of influence. We really need to see change. As you can see, the world is so dark. We need to bring about the light. Yeah? Yeah, so Ogesh is the name. Guys, subscribe, follow, like, share to go a long way. So thank you. See you on the next one. Asante Sana.